The next man in the middle attack, we're going to cover DHCP spoofing. DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. What DHCP does is when a new host is connected to a network, it hands out to that host an IP address and what the gateway is. So in DHCP spoofing, what it does is use ettercap to beat that DHCP server to the host and give it your information, so it thinks that you are the default gateway, so all the information will come to the attacker.
And since it only thinks that you're the default gateway, it's only a half duplex man-in-the-middle attack. That means only data going out to the internet will be captured and not data coming back in, because it's only configured to be, as the attacker, to be the default gateway, so it doesn't get that kind of traffic. This is important when you're doing various filters and different attacks like that.
Alright, so for DHCP spoofing, it's pretty simple. When you open it up, there's three different fields. There's the IP pool, which is optional. There's the net mask, and the DNS server IP. You don't have to put an IP in the IP pool. If you don't do this, it will get the IP from the current DHCP server. So because you're in a race against the other DHCP server, it's wise to put in an IP pool. That way you have an IP address that you can give it right away and it doesn't have to wait. Also want to put the net mask and what would be the DNS server, which is your default gateway. You can find all this information just by running a simple ifconfig. You can see our current address, you can see the net mask there. Just go ahead and hit OK. You want to make sure you remove the two targets from the previous attack that we did, which was our poisoning. Alright, so here we are in our victim machine. First we're just going to show you the current, as you can see, our current default gateway is .1 and our current IP address. And so we're gonna simulate a new host connecting to the network. We're gonna release our IP address and then we're gonna request a new one by IP config/renew. So when we type that command, it's gonna request what the victim thinks from the DHCP server, but really we're going to be handing out that IP address and that default gateway. As you can see, it was successful. You can see the different requests that come in and us giving back an IP address and a default gateway. If you take note of our IP address and we go back over to the victim and we do another IP config, you can see that the default gateway has been changed to our IP address. Now, just to test the attack, we're going to go ahead and connect to our FTP server. As you can see, the username and password were recovered.